Hi, FlossTube. I'm fighting a little with my hair this morning. I use a kind of like a hot round brush. Here it is. I was just doing it earlier. I use this thing to get this lovely undercurl on my hair. I'm sharing all my secrets. This thing is awesome. It's basically hot air that comes out of it, and you're able to brush at the same time as the hot air is coming out. So the hot air is really targeted. And if you want any kind of scoop, it's the best thing for me. And I have really hard hair to actually stay in shape. It'll usually flip out on its own. But I think I went a little overboard because I have this like little extra like Disney princess curl here in the front. So I'm trying to push it back, but it keeps falling forward because I'm looking down. Anyway. Enough about that. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. I am way more happy than I should be. Well, I did get a lot of stitching done this weekend, like a lot of stitches. I think I stitched for about 8 hours on Saturday and another 4 hours on Sunday. Not as much on Sunday, but so I am stoked. You want to see what that looks like? I'm gonna leave this on the frame. So okay, I'll show you first. See how much I got done? Look at that. Oh, that looks so good now with the darker colors in there. You can almost see the different colors with the really, really light blonde. Cursed Peter Davidson for having such freaky. See? Disney curl. Look at that. It's like almost 360 degrees. Sorry. I'm in a mood. I didn't sleep very well, so I'm a little sleep deprived, and I really wanted to get this done, but I had to leave in like an hour for school, so I'm under the wire. Anyway, so stitching. So this guy here is almost done. He just needs a little of this light yellow finishing off the top of his head. This guy, oh, and his eye and his mouth. But the eye is like 3 or 4 different colors, which is really annoying, but it gives a lot of life to it. So I'm just going to do those once I've done all the major colors on this. Then I'm going to do the eyes. This guy has only the light yellow. Then we go down here. These are the back of the head pieces. So these 4 pieces sewn together are going to be, the head is going to form a ball. So you might be wondering why I'm stitching it like this. I wanted to stitch 4 pieces. I wanted to stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, but I didn't have enough room because you need to give them enough room to have at least ½ an inch around them when you cut them out so you can sew them together properly. So, but I was able to count it out that over here I had enough room to do 2 of them sideways. And I was like, that's genius, because then up here, I think I have just enough room to do the 2 body pieces, which are up here. Which the body piece is just a very simple doll body, with the arms and legs are all attached on one. It's just 2 pieces sandwiched together stitched. This is going to be more of a ball, which is why it's kind of a weird shape. And yes, you have to leave about ½ an inch. So I was able, I did so much counting here to make sure that there was enough space to stitch them completely, and there is. I thought I left a little bit more space here than I did, unfortunately, but I think it'll be just enough if I cut right in the middle. And I think I'm going to do some kind of either a fray, no fray, or who was it? Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Melanie and Stitch in Korea, Linda, were keeping me company, and Maria as well. I don't know if Maria has FlossTube. I didn't ask her. I'm sorry, Maria. So, where was I going with this? Melanie said that Elmer's glue watered down a little bit and just painted on is as good as like Pray Check. So that's what I think I'm going to end up doing here. I think I might actually end up doing it. I'll put my lines, I'll draw some lines around them where I'm going to leave the space and where I'm going to cut, and I might end up just doing around the edges of those with some of that, because I know I have some Elmer's glue here somewhere. Thanks for that tip, Melanie. Yeah, so I am so stoked with the progress. So much more definition in the faces. Like, it's just so much better. These back pieces, I decided to do them this way instead of the light yellow first, because, and I actually didn't have to unpick much of this. The counting was really easy to do on this. I'm actually quite surprised with myself. So this way, if I had screwed anything up, all I would have to do is fill it in with the light yellow, and I wouldn't have to frag anything. But I don't think I actually ended up messing anything up. So, yay to that. They do have, each of them will have a little bit of the skin color like this color. I think on this side it's like here, and on this side it's here, where it's going to be attaching to the side of the face, like here. So there's only 2 colors left for these ones. Which I'm hoping to do next weekend, which I think is the most reasonable next chance I'm going to get to stitch again. Although my bug is back, so that was fun. Got hair on it. Anyway, so yes, I am. Hold on. Yeah, so this is going to probably just stay on the frame because of the fact that the edges here are really close. And I had to use, I don't know if you can see it, I had to use white felt to kind of wedge it in there so it actually gives some tension. The only place I don't really have tension is right here, which is kind of annoying, but I can deal with that. I'm probably not going to end up moving it again until I'm done all 4 of these pieces. And then I'm going to move everything down and work over here on the 2 body pieces. And I have enough extra here that I can move these over quite a lot, so I don't even have to worry about the 2-inch. Actually, yeah, it might even be smart to just, needle is gone. I'll have to find that later. Holy cow! Okay, can I just get through this video? So yeah, super stoked with the progress. I had a little bit of a moment where I was looking at this, and I was happily stitching with it, and then I was looking up here, and I'm like, my stitches aren't going the same way. What have I done? And then I realized these are going to be rotated anyway to match up with these, so they all need to go the same way. It doesn't matter if they're going the different ways on the actual thing, because they're going to be cut out. So I almost had a heart attack because I was almost done with all the dark brown in this one, and I had started with this one, so it was almost completely done, all the dark brown in these too, and I was like, no. So yeah, but then I realized how silly that was. Now, where did that needle go? The needle is gone. I will have to go hunting with a magnet later to find it. Hopefully it just fell on the floor. I thought it fell in between the laptop and the screen, or the keyboard and the screen of the laptop, but it's not there. Anyway, don't have time for that right now. The other thing I wanted to show is I found an old UFO that I got probably eight years ago now. I was trying to get back into stitching, and I had nothing. I had nothing to stitch with, and I was dating a guy at one point who lived in Ottawa, and I used to, either he'd come see me every couple months or every couple weeks, or I'd go see him. And I had my daughter at that time, and she was only little. She was like 3 or 4. And we'd go on the train, or actually more often on the bus, because she could actually go for free on the bus. And he actually used to do cross stitch. So when I mentioned cross stitch, he said there was a store in Ottawa that he wanted to take me to for cross stitching. And I was like, okay, sure. And we looked around, and I picked out this pattern. And the pattern was, I think it was a Black Panther and her cub in a really dark green forest. I think I've talked about this one before. I honestly thought I had gotten rid of this because I know the last time I moved, I think I came across the pattern for this. And I'm pretty sure I threw it away because I was almost positive I was not going to do it anymore. I'm actually looking at it now, and I've actually done a lot more on it than I thought I did, which is really strange. It's horrible. The stitching is really bad, and I think I made a huge mistake, which is why I stopped. I can't even tell now. Anyway, I'll show you. This is what it is so far, and you probably, oh, well, actually, you probably see more than usual. So, obviously, this is the green. I started down in the corner. It's going to be pretty decent size, too. Maybe that, about that big. Actually, did I even stitch it the right way around? Probably. Anyway, this was also supposed to be stitched on navy, but they didn't have any navy, so I got black Ada instead. And I'm looking at it, and the quality of my stitches were really not good. And my back, I'm not even going to show it. I am ashamed. My backs are so much nicer now. I mean, like night and day. I did not care if I carried threads. It's bad. At least all my stitches are going the same way. I do have that, which I have another UFO that my stitches are not going the right way. But can you see, like the darkest navy goes all the way over to here. You know, oh, you can probably see it. And I didn't realize I had that much done of it. Oh, really hope I didn't actually throw out that pattern, but I think I did. Because I remember not finding this when I was moving. And that made me prompt me to just say, I'm probably never going to cross stitch again, and I should just throw out what I have. I was really big on purging, which not enough. Is that black stitched on black? Oh, right. Oh, that was not fun. I don't think this was a fun project. I don't even know what the finished project was supposed to look like anymore. I know it was a Black Panther, or a Black Leopard, actually, because I know it had distinctive spots, but black on blue on black. And it's definitely my style, but I don't know if I could continue this, especially with the back being the way it is. I'd have to buy the pattern again, of course, if I could even find the right one. I have most of the threads for it. I've used some of them for my other projects. When I was getting back in, I had this, thread case, and I had bought the DMC specific storage system, the stitch bow system. That is, I'm sorry, DMC. This is purely my opinion, and some people may love it. That system sucked so bad. I had the book, and they were all inserted in, and every time you opened the book, it was just, they were falling out all over the place, and they were supposed to be held in, and it's just annoying, like really annoying. So I got rid of that system, but I kept all the threads. I've bobbinated most of them, so I have the threads for it basically, but I would probably need to replace a couple skeins of black that I've used for other projects and stuff, because I think there was like 6 or 7 or 8 skeins of black. Yeah, like this was a dark project. I might do some research into seeing if I can find the pattern, especially if I can find it digitally. I might end up doing that, but yeah, so this is my UFO that came back from the dead. It's so strange finding that, and it's been because I've been doing even more decluttering now and trying to get this place in some semblance of order. So funny what you can find. So this is definitely going into, I don't know if it's going to be worked on anytime soon. It's definitely not going to go back in any whip rotation at this time, but it's there. I don't think I would, I could probably continue it. It's not, it's not horrible, the back. I could work with it, and at least the front, the stitches are going the right way. That was a lot of work. I remember now. I actually worked on a lot more than I thought. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to probably leave that for now, but I just wanted to share that with you. Now, on to something that I'm probably going to be talking about a little bit in every one of my next videos, just to keep everyone up to date on where I'm at. If I need to do any specific videos about it, I will, make sure it's in the title of the video. But expect me to be talking about it at least a little bit in all my videos. Is Secret Stitcher. And as of the last time I checked, which was shortly before I started this video, we were at 34 people, I believe. And I think that's still what it's at. My internet is being horrible. Yeah, uploading this might not be fun. So this is being done in the morning, but you guys might not see it until this evening. Secret Stitcher. So I think we're about 34 people in, which is fantastic. I would be happy. I'm happy with that. Of course, I want this to go out and have as many people as possible because I think it's a really good opportunity. But also, too big might be a little too much to handle, and I'm liking the rate as people are joining. So there's only been the weekend so far, and it's definitely slowed down. So we'll see where we are in a week from now. I'm still getting a little bit of confusion from people. Sorry. I'm still getting a little bit of confusion about the wish list. People thinking that you have to buy something that someone has specifically asked for on their wish list. This is not so. These are not the rules. And this is for people who are putting things on their wish list and hoping to get exactly what on their wish list. It's not guaranteed. The wish list is guidelines. It's to show other people what your preferences are. It is not a guarantee that that is what you are going to get. I just need to make sure that is extremely clear. I'm going to give a very good example. The stitch in the Needleworkers Exchange that I did last year with Reddit Gifts, through Reddit Gifts, which gave me the idea for this one actually, was fantastic for me. I was amazed with what I got. And the thing I got the most, which has become one of my most treasured stitching items, is my Dragon's Head thread keeper, which I've been using a lot this weekend. You've got a little bit of a bang going there. This was handmade for me by my secret Santa in the Reddit Gift Exchange. Dante wanted to say hi. Dante wanted to say hi. Oh, Dante wants kisses. Uh-oh, he just came in from outside, so he wants kisses. Yes, and he probably wants his breakfast too. He got to sleep in. Yes, he did. Okay. He's gonna knock over the laptop. Okay, so, this was made probably with Sculpey, but look at the skill. I mean, you can see there's a texture to the skin. I mean, there was no wish list for this. This is just something that they saw my interests, that I'm obsessed with dragons, and I had asked for, I think you've all seen the DMC, Dante, please stop it. The DMC pink horse head that's basically this shape. Well, they, obviously, I had that on my Amazon wish list that I had shared, and they took those two ideas and put them together in this amazing thing. Now this, the suggested price for that exchange was about $20. This probably did not cost $20 to make. The materials of this is not $20, of course. But the effort and the thoughtfulness is what made this gift so freaking amazing. And I know people are interested in doing these exchanges to receive. And the people I noticed that do those exchanges for those reasons tend not to get the most out of it. Because the real point of these exchanges is to kind of cross barriers and artificial ones or real ones like space, distance, and just be able to bring a group of people who like the same thing together and try to make another Stitcher's Day by picking out the exact right gift And the reward you'll get, if that's the mentality you go into this exchange with, you will get a lot more out of this exchange. Because when you know you've nailed it, and you can see either in a Facebook post or in their FlossTube video, or of, you know, someone showing your gift and being like, oh my god, can you see what this person did for me? That's where you get the real reaction. Yes. You know, that's where you get the real joy of doing these exchanges. And that's why there's, you know, there's some people who only do one exchange. And there's, sorry, dog needs to be fed. He went back and bothered the boyfriend until he came out and do it, because I wouldn't. So, like I said, it's, you know, this exchange is about giving, not about receiving. As a happy coincidence, because you give a gift, you receive a gift as well, because someone else is out there trying to choose for you the best gift, you know, to make you happy too. So that is what I want everyone to take from this exchange. It's not about, you know, buying someone their entire wish list. It's about making a thoughtful choice and showing someone that, you know, you took time out of your schedule to do this for them and make them feel that little bit of appreciated. Whoa, I went off on a tangent. Other questions. Oh, someone asked if this was, and I forgot to talk about it in my question and answer, if this was going to be a year-long thing. No, it is not. It's a one-time exchange. That doesn't mean you can't keep in contact with your giftee or your Santa if you find out who they are. But it's only a one-time exchange. There is another group on Facebook that are doing a year-long exchange, and I did not want to be a copycat and take someone's idea. I mean, it's a really cool idea. I really, really, really kind of like that idea. But yeah. Any other questions? I don't think I had anything else right now. There's lots of great people signed up. Some FlossTubers. Yay! So excited. And there are also people not just from the US or Canada. There's a few people from Canada. The majority of the people are from the US, but there's quite a few people from Australia and the UK as well, and one person from Denmark. So we're international. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm still trying to figure out, there is going to be a way, very possibly, there is going to be a way to make it so you only pick from people in your country. Unfortunately, for people who sign up with only one country, I won't be able to do that, or only one person. If you're the only person to sign up from your country, unfortunately, I can't do this for you. But there is a way for me to limit the picking to only people in your country. It's really finicky, and I'm not right sure I am going to make it a thing or not. But if you absolutely cannot at all participate unless you are sending someone, you know, you are shipping within your own country, let me know and I will see what I can do. I think that's the best way to approach it on a case by case. But it's only going to be, it's really finicky. Like, it is really finicky to do. And if there is, you know, if we reach even the 50 or the 100 count mark, which I don't think we're going to, I'm hoping, but probably not, you know, it might get even more tedious. So if it is going to be on an exception basis, basically. Okay, I think that is about it. School's going good. We're just finishing off pixel art. If you saw my last video, I showed off some of my my room that I was creating, my environment in pixel art, and it's going quite well. And today I think we're doing Photoshop. We're working with Photoshop. Oh shoot, that's another thing I have to do before I go to school. Shoot! I thought I had gotten all my homework done. I have to go. I will see you guys. I'm probably not going to get much stitching done this week, and unless I need to do an update about Secret Stitcher, you might not see me until next Monday. So if I don't see you before then, have a happy stitchy week, and I hope all your stitchy dreams come true. Bye! Hey everybody, I'm back a little sooner than I thought. I didn't get to upload it before I went to school because we were having connecting issues, so I had to wait until I got home from school. But shockingly, I got home from school and this was waiting for me. And it was from Fabrics by LJ. And I'm like, oh no, did Lucas send me something by accident? Because he had my address because he sent me the one I won in the giveaway. And I'm like, oh crap, did he send it to me by accident? I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to get it back to him. And I was so concerned. I was so worried that he had, you know, and I've been really trying and having to restrain myself every, you know, week when he posts his new, ooh, lots of glare. Every week when he posts his new, here, there we go, a little less glare. I wear them like a granny and I get less glare. And oh my gosh, some of the stuff he's coming out with now is just, it's so pretty. And so I've been very enjoying them vicariously through, you know, watching the sales. Sorry, I got a tickle. So I opened up this package and I'm like, there's a piece of paper with it, and it's a note. And it says, Fabrics by LJ. Woohoo! You've been sent a RAK, random act of kindness. The sender of this gift has decided to remain anonymous. Oh my god! Someone racked me! Holy cow! I was so stoked and so blessed that someone did this for me, and I'm tearing up. I was tearing up a little bit earlier, and it's just, so I opened it up. God, you guys will not believe. You guys will not believe. Oh, if you're getting the mystery fabric and you didn't get a preview of what the mystery fabric is, the fabric mystery fabric, stop now and wait until you get yours. But that's what I got. He's doing this mystery fabric and he's still tweaking it because it's only like the third, I think March is going to be his third month doing it. So he's still tweaking how it works, trying to figure out what's best for him. Totally cool. I think this one there was about 12 pieces and they're all dyed the same fabric. And he tries different techniques. So this one is called, and of course, oh, it smells so good. This was, and this is, oh, I really wanted this one because it was, he had announced that it was going to be an opal Lugana 28 count. Which is my count. That's what I use. So, and sparkly, and opal. Ugh, I was, yeah. And it's called Cherub, and it's the February Mystery, and that's the little card that came with it. A nice little baggie, all nice and smelly. And it is 17 by 27, so it's pretty big. But wait until you guys see. I was mighty impressed. Oh, look at that. It has this beautiful striping effect, which is actually kind of nicer even as the light's shining through it, but it's very subtle. It's like purples and pinks and light pinks, and there's a little bit of blue here in the corner, which is I think how he was getting the purple. But the technique is something I've not ever seen in hand-dyed fabric before. It's probably out there, but I haven't seen it. And it looks good like this. It looks good like this. It just looks good. And it smells good. And it sparkles. Oh my god, it sparkles. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, watch it sparkle. Watch it sparkle. Oh, it is so pretty. I think I know exactly what I'm going to put on it as well. I have this pattern called the Stitchin' Dragon, or it's a Dragon Dreams pattern. And it basically is a dragon with a kind of a treasure chest, but the treasure chest is overfilling with stitchy stuff, so flosses and stuff, and she's holding a hoop with the fabric in it. It was a Dragon Dreams, I think back in 2003. I've mentioned this before. It was a pattern where you fill in your own colors, and you know, it came with all the symbols, but it was blank next to the symbol. So you put basically, it was a contest. You would fill it out, stitch it up, and then post a picture of it. And I think they picked the best 3 to be sold as the actual pattern. So the only thing I've come across so far with this pattern is a really bad copy of it I found on Pinterest. And the copy I found was obviously a scan, so not exactly legal, of the original contest pattern with no with the blanks. So, but it very specifically says in the bottom corner, you know, do not reproduce, do not share anywhere. And I have ordered it through my LNS, so I am paying for it. I am buying the pattern. There's no doubt about that, none whatsoever. That pattern will be bought. But because I'm thinking of actually, you know, choosing some of my own colors for the dragon, not going with, because I think the ones that they have, there was a blue one and there was like a brown one or like a gold one. The pattern's really hard to find. Gita's, which is my local LNS here in Toronto, is one of the people that they suggest on their Dragon Dream site to who can easily get their patterns for them. So I'm still waiting on that pattern, but I might get started with the pattern I have. I know people might think that it's wrong of me that I'm not starting with the actual real legal pattern. Sorry, I got a text. I will reply to that text later. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a few Krennics I know I'm gonna want, because the Dragon Dream, like the dragon I did at Christmas was a Dragon Dreams free pattern, and I really, you know, don't want to step on anyone's toes, obviously, and so I might hold off until I get the actual physical pattern, which still might be a ways from now because they still haven't gotten it yet. I have a feeling this is not confirmed or anything. Well, they're pretty, like they're pretty active. Well, kind of active on Facebook. They post some patterns every now and then, especially for New Year's. They post a new pattern at New Year's or freebie, and but I find that I think they may not be supporting the patterns as much anymore. I don't know. The actual physical patterns. I just hope I can find this I can actually, you know, legitimize my copy of this pattern so I could start stitching it, because it's a pattern I really want to start to stitch, and yet I'm having this moral dilemma. And I think it would go fantastic on this, because I want to do I have to find the perfect, I think it's about this size, so I would even have another half to do something completely different with, which is awesome as well. So I think it's about that size, like an eighth, like a fat eighth that I need for it. So it could be ideal. And I want to do the dragon in shades of pink, like pinks and purples, or pinks and reds. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to definitely look at some different Krennics, because that's going to be one of my key factor, and I need basically the color palette is basically one solid color, one over-dyed fabric, or hand-dyed thread, like over-dyed thread, variegated thread, and one metallic. So if I can pick those 3 colors, that's mainly the dragon colors. And I think for the solid color, I think you need a darker of the same color to go for the shadows and the highlights, and a lighter one for the highlights. I'm not sure. I still have to look at the thing a lot more. Like I said, I don't know when I'm going to start this, but this is, yeah, I'm pretty much deciding it right now. This is the fabric I'm going to do on it. And on also stitch on it, there's words on it. There's a little saying on it, which is really cute. And it's all my stash is treasure, now all I need is time, and that is so true with me. So, thank you, anonymous racker, who sent me this most lovely of loveliest fabrics. And it blew me away, absolutely. And thank you to Fabrics by LJ for making amazing fabrics, as usual. Now I have 2 pieces. I'm so happy. I am definitely going to be paying forward my racks. I've gotten a couple of little racks now, and I'm quite, you know, I've been meaning to pay them back, because if I can make someone else feel like I just felt today, I would, you know, that would make my year, because sharing that kind of warm, fuzzy feeling with more people is something people need to be doing more. So, yes. Yes, it does smell that good. If you haven't received any yet, it does smell that good. I promise. Okay, so that's it for me. Wow, I was able to ramble on about this for almost 12 minutes. So, yes, I have a ton of homework, so I better go. And I will see you guys later.